Hey everyone, and welcome. The internet is this massive part of our lives, but a lot of the time, we just treat it like one giant, messy place. Well, today, we're going to give you a map. We're going to explore the different neighborhoods of the online world so you can really understand the purpose behind every single site you visit. So, let me ask you this. You click, you scroll, you're shopping, you're learning, but do you ever really stop and think about why that website exists in the first place? If not, it's kind of like wandering through a huge city without knowing the difference between a shop, a library, or a museum. You might miss some really cool stuff, or you could even get a little lost. So here's our game plan for today. First, we'll get the big picture, the two main types of internet. Then, we're going to dive deep into each one. And to finish up, we'll get into some super important tips for staying safe and being a smart user online. Okay, so let's start with the big idea here. You can basically think of the entire internet as being split into two main territories. And it all boils down to one simple question. What is this website's goal? And this really breaks it down perfectly. On one side, you've got websites that are built to make money, to make a profit. And on the other side, you have websites designed just to share information for the public good. One is all about commerce, the other is all about knowledge. And believe me, that one little difference changes absolutely everything. All right, so let's dive into that first territory, the commercial web. Just like the name says, this entire part of the online world is built around business, around transactions, and you guessed it, making money. And really, the definition is super straightforward. If a site's main reason for being there is to buy or sell something to turn a profit, then you are on the commercial web. It's basically the internet's giant, sprawling marketplace. So, what does this marketplace actually look like when you're browsing? Well, you probably run into its two most common forms dozens of times a day. So on the left, we've got e-stores. Think of sites like Amazon, right? Where you can buy pretty much anything you can imagine. And on the right, you've got digital ads. You know them, the pop-ups, the banners you see everywhere, all trying to get your attention and get you to visit those e-stores. Now, what's the big upside to all this? Well, it's incredibly convenient. I mean, being able to shop from anywhere saves a huge amount of time and effort. It's pretty amazing when you think about it. Okay, let's flip over to the other side of our map. If the commercial web is all about profit, the non-commercial web is driven by something totally different, the goal of providing a public benefit. And here's what that means officially. These sites exist purely to share knowledge and information. Their goal isn't your wallet, it's your mind. They are the internet's libraries, its schools, and its museums. And you can see here, we're talking about all kinds of different places. You've got educational websites, e-learning platforms where you can pick up new skills, and digital libraries. A really great example is the Egyptian Knowledge Bank, the EKB, which is this massive online library of learning resources. And the benefit here? Oh, it's huge. This is where you can get access to incredible resources. We're talking books, lessons, entire courses, often completely for free, all designed to help you learn and grow. All right, so we've got our map, we know the two different territories. Now, let's get practical. How do you actually navigate the commercial web, especially all those digital ads, safely and smartly? So here's the thing you gotta watch out for. Not all ads play by the rules. Some are actually designed to be misleading or just flat out dishonest. They might try to grab your attention with prices that seem way too good to be true, or they might make fake promises about what a product can do. Just being aware of these tricks is your first line of defense. So this is it. This is the number one rule you absolutely have to remember. Before you click on any ad, and especially before you share any of your personal information, just pause. Think carefully. That one moment of caution can save you a world of trouble. Okay, sticking with our little guidebook here, let's talk about the moment you actually decide to buy something. How do you protect yourself when you're shopping online? Here are the absolute must-know safety rules. Never, and I mean never, share sensitive info like passwords, credit card numbers, or your address unless you are 100% certain the website is trusted. And hey, if you have even a tiny bit of doubt, it is always a smart move to ask for help from someone you trust. But how do you know if a site is trustworthy? It's actually way easier than you might think. There are two quick security signs anyone can look for. First, look for a little padlock symbol right there in the address bar. Second, check that the web address itself starts with HTTPS. That S at the end is the important part. It stands for secure. And here it is up close. See that little padlock? And see the HTTPS? When you see both of those together, it's a really good sign that the site is secure and that your information is being protected. Think of it as your digital green light. So, as we wrap things up here, it really all comes back to this one simple idea. Just knowing why a website exists. Is it here to sell you something, or is it here to inform you? That is the most powerful tool you have. It's your digital compass. It helps you understand what's going on behind the screen and lets you navigate the online world safely and, more importantly, smartly. And that is the goal, right? To be an active, aware, and smart user of the internet. So next time you're online, just ask yourself, am I in a store right now, or am I in a library? And what does that mean for how I should act here? The answer might just surprise you.